Yo, don't let the label you. We're here in Berlin, our yearly event called Mayhem, and we had a crazy international match zwischen, I'm talking in German now.
Yeah, that's all right. It's German.
Zwischen Real Deal und Marlo. What a fucking crazy battle. Marlo, it's your second time here.
Yeah.
What's changed since you last year? It's difficult for us, you know, it's like when you live with your child and then someone comes and, oh, it's grown so much. How does it feel for you coming here after 8 years or something?
To be honest, not that much has changed in like the best way. I mean, when Shuffle and I came here, 8 years, did you say it was? Like before? Like it was incredible. I mean, the atmosphere, the crowd here are just so receptive to an international battle and like an English speaking battle, even more so than you'd sort of, ever expect, I guess. And so, just really genuinely like humbled to like, these guys were just incredible. Like the crowd was like really fed off, I think, like our energy and everything. And it was the same in the 2-on-2 we did all those years back. And I mean, I'm just constantly just so impressed of like how you guys have built it up over here, like for you know, German battle rap in general. And just, it's like every event I see at least is like this size and just like this kind of energy. So I was just so excited. Like as soon as I got here and saw the crowd, like normally I'd get sort of nervous and stuff, but I don't know, there was something today I was just like battling Real Deal, like which is like almost like a sort of bucket list thing for me, because he's just an absolute, you know, legend in the game, say 20 years, like, you know, multiple champion for King of the Dart as well. So it's like, it was just a big honor, and the whole thing was great. I think we kind of shut it down.
Definitely, it was definitely an honor having you here, man. I wasn't lying when I said that you're one of the first people I actually saw in a battle, like way before all the grind. I mean, I think it was a Scribble Jam battle, you against Thesaurus. Ooh. That must have been what? How long ago?
It hurts PTSD. That already hurts. Oh God, that's 07.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, a lot of our fans weren't even born then, so it's like it's an honor to have you
laying
here.
it on thick here with this shit.
No, but for real, like it's been a long time coming. As you've had so much experience, different places. So what's your first impression of Germany, and what did you expect beforehand? Was it kind of how you expected? Was it different?
Couple things, man. So Germany's always been somewhere I wanted to go. My pops, years ago when he was stationed in the Army, he went to Germany to dodge Vietnam. Like he was like, just go over to Germany. Nothing's happening over there. So he went over there and he was like, it's amazing. And he always spoke so highly. So it meant so much to get over here. And then when I saw it was a real thing, the next thing is to shake off the American ignorance, because they don't teach us shit about shit. So here I am fucking looking online for Dirk Nowitzki jerseys, watching the show Dark on Netflix with subtitles. Good ass show though, by the way. But no, so man, I was like, you know, I always try to make it a point, you know, to know that when you go, to really give them a show when you come over here. So the crowds looked amazing. I was online, you know, looking up, the crowds are so that first, you know, as soon as you guys, they say the whole, don't let the label, and it's echoing like not a person misses it. So, and again, Marlo, I told him, I'm like, I haven't been really super excited about a battle in a while. Like, last year was a good run, but some of the battles feel like you're spinning your wheels a bit. I'm like, I need people to say fresh, and I know he's gonna come up with hilarious shit. And that's why I don't want to react to his shit mid-battle. I'm like, fuck, that's good, that's funny. So crowd was great. I love, you know what I mean? It was phenomenal, man.
It was really a good performance. I think also the crowd, I mean, we do always have a good crowd, but I think this time they really felt it. Sometimes you feel like some of the people, you know, they don't understand much, and this time they really felt, I mean, it was a better atmosphere than the German battle beforehand, and that's saying something. I think one of the things people appreciate is that you both did a lot of research. Like you literally mentioned a few German battle rappers that people wouldn't expect that coming from a UK guy. And you really did some crazy research on the 187 stuff. I mean, Dirk Nowitzki, people weren't really expecting that.
What were you saying?
So I actually, listen, I bought a Dirk Nowitzki jersey for the sake of the bar, because I've actually grew up a Spurs fan, and Dirk would give them fits. They were like rivals. But so Dirk played power forward for the Mavericks, was 41. Just so happens my birthday's in like 5 days. You know what I mean? I'm 41. Right? They beat the Heat in the final.
5 days.
Yeah.
Just about still.
Just to discredit my bar like that little jab. So he's actually, but you know what I mean? So the build up was long, right? You know what I mean? But fade away, leg up fadeaways is thing. So no, I wanted to make sure, again, man, when I tell you they don't teach you shit about Germany in the States, like other than war shit. And you're like, you know what I mean? So even like fucking that promo video which you clowned, I love. You know what I mean? That was the point of it, to show off America. But like I said, man, what a fucking crowd. I really think that America needs to take, which is a crazy thing to say when it comes to hip hop, take notes about what you guys are doing here. Smoothly run events. You don't have a whole shit ton of downtime. you know, I know there was a cancellation. You let me know immediately, like, look, boom, we're gonna, just little shit like that, man. Great crowd, just.
Yeah, I mean, it was so much fun watching it. Trying to like remember the bars is always difficult when you just come out of it, and I was like trying to ask some questions about the content, but it's just blanking a little bit right now.
Well, I wanted to like throw a lot of like shout outs genuinely to the Trevor and Trevor thing. That's why I did like all of that stuff, because like the content these guys make, like Trevor and his son, like is like hilarious. Trevor Jr.'s like I'm sure like because it's got like a billion views or whatever. The impressions videos he does, right, are like they're very very kind of high. So yeah, I kind of wanted to what's like the most unique kind of way to approach that sort of angle. That's kind of why I only really like battling people where there is just like a lot of interesting stuff that can be said. Like there's been other opponents I've either been offered or like thought about in the past where it's like there's just naturally not too much that you can really like create kind of interesting angles or interesting like humorous approaches to things with. So yeah, like on top of like Real Deal being a complete legend, there was like all of that sort of aspect of it. With the Trevor Jr. piece like that I wanted to like kind of like give a nudge to, and then just the gym teacher stuff obviously as well. You got to get straight into it, I don't know, but like you had some absolutely like crazy things as well. Like
you had a lot of bars. I think some bars went over people's heads, but then there's also some that were like they were complex but still kind of catered to a German crowd. That was quite impressive to the way you kind of combined that. What was also impressive is that it seemed like you freestyled the start of your first round.
I did. I added in like a couple of last minute flips. Actually, the first one I did wasn't that last minute. It was like the last week because it was just about Real Deal's promo video. But then the thing about the luggage I kind of screwed up, which I'm a bit annoyed about, but it's fine. That was literally just this morning. I was like, I felt really bad. You still don't have your bags, right? This is like
let's quickly briefly what happened.
Fuck British Airways, man. Like,
insane, man, insane. Hilarity of the angle of always on my son about like posting shit is so funny because it's so accurate. Like normal people have arguments with their son, like, you didn't take the trash out. I'm like, 3 days, you didn't post nothing on TikTok, dude. Like, what are you doing, Trev? This is an easy way to earn money. And he's like, Dad, I was just, like, that's like how our arguments are, which is hilarious. But no, man, I literally find myself like entertained at creative writers like Marlo and shit, like, oh, they're gonna, you know what I mean, have some hilarious. And I know as soon as one you said comes up, I'm like, shit. Even though I love this when I wrote it, he's gonna make this sound so fucking terrible, and I'm here for it. I'm like,
what was the you said as well to me, right?
Because your Harry Baker and Anderson battles. You were like saying how they don't give back to the culture or something.
Right,
and I was
culture vulture. That was it.
Okay.
I'm gonna call this out, obviously. Like, as you know.
So like,
civic dude.
So for years and years, we were always saying. For years and years when we started, we were always saying like, Germany's, we're kind of copying what we're inspired by from the UK or from America. Of course, I did a few battles and Don't Flop, and that's kind of how I even saw a cappella battle rap. I thought, that's missing in Germany, and we're always kind of saying, okay, these are our, idols. We're trying to get to where they are. And the last few years, whether it's Hollow or Thesaurus or Diz, they've all come here and they've all said, you know what, it seems more popping here in Germany than it does at home.
Definitely.
Why do you guys think that is? Like, what is the state of? I'll ask you both. First of all, like, what's the state in America right now? The state of battle rap, and why is it where it is right now?
I've said it, and I said it last year when I was having a good year. So I didn't want anyone to be like, he's not getting booked, so he's mad. Like, first of all, the business is all fucked. Like, you know what I'm saying? People lie about what they get, which makes other people bump up what they ask for. People aren't professional, man. They don't show up. They don't put on. People, like, there's shit that gets allowed that should never be allowed. You know what I'm saying?
Like what? Like, you mean?
Like people like will recycle bars, steal bars, fucking, or like I said, just consistently not show up. And the ones that do don't get compensated enough for it. And I think there's a lack of unique personalities in battle rap, at least in the States now. Grind Time, it got oversaturated. They were definitely letting, the floodgates had opened. But now, like, it seems, and there are very good writers in the States, but I just feel like the formula is it's so formulaic.
This is like a huge one that I think is the same in the UK, and you notice a little bit more with the States. And I was actually saying to Shuffle the other day when we were having like a discussion about this, was literally like, I think a huge part of it is that there's almost a lack of originality that you can come at with characters, right? Because it's like wrestling, you've got to like come with like characters like to be in the battles. So there's kind of a lack of originality. It's what I mean, not lack. It's like finite. Yeah, it's a finite kind of well to be able to mine from. So it's so there's that, and then also just like the fact that bars as well become very sort of like, I don't know, difficult to be extremely original about, or like angles become like difficult to like get very, very original about, except for like maybe a select few like really, really good battlers who are able to do it. And I do think though, so like in the UK, we've got Pen Game, for example, that has been like absolutely popping up and is like insane on beat battles. And I was saying like, I think that it's almost like this cyclical thing that happens with culture and history and stuff, where it's like, that's gonna sort of come back and be the on beat thing. King of the Dot, World Domination, they just did the on beats that you had a crazy one with, and it was very last minute prep as well with Cortez. And yeah, and I genuinely do think that like the on beat stuff is the kind of thing that can sort of stay consistent and stay fresh, because you've got the element of the music to it. Producers like, the rights are going to be like sold off to whoever, or whatever, and you can experience it as like the song afterwards, even though it's like battle rounds or whatever it may be. But yeah, so like it's interesting. So it's basically like the a cappella format, I think, is like, that's why it's so impressive here in Germany that like you guys have been so consistent with the numbers that you get to these events. This event sold out before a single battle was announced, right? And it's like, so there's this real like sort of core fandom that want to see some of the characters and the battlers that you've got here, that I think like, because like nurturing that like kind of younger talent pool to like come up and kind of be be more consistent and like kind of make their mark in these things is getting harder and harder for leagues to do. I think maybe that's part of it too. So yeah, it's a tricky one. Like I genuinely I feel like it is that what Real Deal was saying about like, it's kind of finite in terms of what is going to be the next kind of original thing that I guess like comes out with it.
Part of it too was a clean ass rhyme you just dropped. I caught that Easter egg.
I didn't clock it. I clocked it when you said it.
That was clean. One thing too, if I could just expound real quick. Notice how German crowds let the two battlers battle.
Kind of. Notice how. Not really, but how you
that's
said
a single
it,
syllable. Don't single syllable.
No, I know, but you said it like notice how German.
But it's just me and Marlo, and of course, if Shuffle would have jumped in and bought, that's funny. But this fucking whole entourage on stage, grabbing, pulling, throwing, like over every four, run it back. You're trying to be part of the attraction as well. Let the that. Look at the.
We're way too German for that here. Like you hear someone gets that slightly out of line, and they'll get like 100 hate comments. So everyone's really careful to not. That's sometimes a little bit too German. But I guess I think the gold is in the middle.
But I'm genuinely interested to ask you. I know it's our interview, but what do you think you've been doing right that has been working so well? Because I'm genuinely. There's been a huge conversation in English-speaking battle rap that started from Organics. Like he did like a really long kind of post about it. It was really interesting, like article, just like breaking down what he thinks is like the problem at the moment, or perceived problem, I think, with everything. So, but it kind of made me think of like these international leagues that are obviously absolutely popping and like working really well. So I guess like this is kind of I told you that I kind of wanted to pick your brains on this because it was like something, but like I don't know, like how did it work?
I think it's just consistency. Always a little bit of luck involved, but we're consistent and just
promo work though. I see you guys on the promo game, heavy.
That's it. We're lucky to have a lot of talent, and the whole thing still feels exciting. It did it 5-6 years ago because we were much later. So it was something. By the time Don't Flop was dying out, it was still a really new, exciting thing here. So I hope we don't go the same way.
Do you find that there's still like originality and stuff that comes to every battle? There's like,
I think there's also always phases. There's phases where there's one type of battle rap style that's really popular, and then new people try and copy that. And I do feel like maybe in America and UK, and I'm not saying I'm not criticizing because I like it a lot, but still it's just a little bit onesie the way people are trying to battle. Not many trying to battle like you, for example. You've got your own style. I think it's a lot of people in England are just trying to do tough street shit, you know, and it's important in battle rap. Just bars. But I don't think it really works. If you got a league full of comedians, doesn't work. You got a league full of people.
It's got to be that balance.
Yeah, it's all.
I think it's cool. I noticed too. I feel like you guys have battle rappers that get big, or rappers that seem to come back naturally and want to battle, like Beast Boy, shit like that. Like he came back. You know what I'm saying? There was no big like, well, what if he comes back? There was no. It seemed like he just got it. He wanted to get in there and. You know, and he's big. I mean, he's doing fucking right.
Massive.
Yeah,
I've been watching some of that. That's why I wanted to do that shout out at the very end of the third, because I've been watching some of it. Like YouTube does a pretty good like translation thing now. I mean, none of it rhymes, obviously. It'd be great if the AI could actually like, start making it multi. That'd be great. But
there wouldn't be any battle rappers left.
But no, like it's so yeah. I was watching like all those ones I mentioned at the end. Bongtegi. Kato? I was saying Kato in the rehearsal. I fucked up. Somebody told me outside, they were like, it's Kato. Yeah, you were saying, and it was like...
People still they knew what you're saying.
Shit, I'm going to say it all wrong. And then Hiding John, obviously, yeah. So, yeah.
Hey, we could talk on for ages. I'd love to, but we got a show to run, haven't it? It was fucking great. Yeah, it was really, really good. Real deal against Marlo. I hope to see you guys again.
Man, I'd love to come back, man. My bags will probably be here when I come back.
Finally get one.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man.
Jo, und alle Deutschen, die zuschauen, schreibt es in die Kommentare, wenn ihr besser fandet. Wir sind raus. Peace.